Hey guys, it is me. I am back. And I want to come and talk to you real quick. But I also want to show you some things that I've been working on. I'm going to hold this like this. This is one of the reasons why you hear me always say, oh Lord, I'm back out here with ashy hands. Because I'm always try to keep them as clean as possible when I'm working on glass. Okay. So this is one of my little babies that she still has some little touch-ups and things, so I just did the stem of it, and before you know it, this is going to look totally different. So I just wanted to show this to you guys. If you can see that, that's one of them, okay, that I'm working on. And then I have the Luscious Lips I'm working on as well. I have two of the Gucci's that I am starting on gold and silver. Okay, and these are all rough drafts. And then this glass over here with the Gucci, this is a really thin glass. It's something new that I found and I'm trying out just to see how long or how sturdy it'll hold up. How long it'll hold up. Put it like that. I'm doing the Fendi with the gold, but of course I'm doing this freehand. I have no stencils, so I have to go back in with gold and clean up all of this. And when I make a mistake, as you can see, I have to erase it. And that's the thing about doing glass. You have to find ways to erase and then go back and reset your form as to what you're doing, okay? But I wanted you to check her out. You see all the little sparkles on her? And when I'm done, she's going to be nice, trust me. Well, I can't help it, guys. I'm a Virgo. I'm a perfectionist, so I aim to please, all right? And I have this one. I think this is supposed to be Penn State. I know some of you guys know what that is, so I'm doing this for my brother, and the color is a lot darker than it looks right now, so it should match up pretty good. So I just started on this a few minutes ago, so I'm allowing it to dry because I have several coats of paint on here. And a lot of times, and another thing, you probably see glitter all over me. As you can see, as soon as I touched it, because that glass is not sealed yet. I can't seal it, so glitter is all over the place. I go to work with glitter. I come home with glitter. And my new name is Sparkle, okay? Anyway, I'm doing this for my brother. So if you are watching, you see me working on it, okay? Haha. And I have another one over here. My buddy G right here. My man G, Big G right here. I'm getting started on yours. And this is going to be, I'm going to give you the main colors. Well, I shouldn't give you any of that. Just see this. It's black here. It's going to be black and red. And it's going to have some other nice things going on with it. But this is going to be for G Styles. For my buddy, my man Big G. That's my boy. And yeah, that's that. G also, artist. Also, good work. I'm talking sneaker designer. He really does great work on the sneakers, guys. So whenever we get together and get creative and start creating some designs on some shoes, I'm going to show you some of his work as well, okay? Other than that, that's it. But I wanted to come and talk with you guys. I know I've been missing in action for a few, and I'm not going to kid you guys. Once in a while, you have to take a mental break, period, you know? You got to lay down and just rest. And that's what I've been doing. You know, I have my days where I'm running. Me and a couple of the sisters, we've been going here and there and catching all kinds of shows and little moments out of town, just quick getaways, just on the move, you know, because I told you have to do what's pleasing to you at all times, correct? My main conversation to this evening is I just want to make sure that we all are on the same page when it comes to, you know, moving forward in life. I just want to remind you guys of something, because You have a lot of things that go on, and you have a lot of people that will come into your life, and all they want to do is constantly throw up old stuff. They want to beat you over the head with something you may have done in the past. You probably could have apologized a million times, and it's going to go on and on and on. And don't get me wrong, when I'm speaking right now, I'm speaking to myself as well as you guys. This has been on my mind, and it's been my thought process, and I've been constantly having this thing where I'm ministering to myself, if I can say that. So I thought I would come out. You know me, I'm going to always come out and share what's on my heart with you guys. So, and maybe, hopefully, it may be beneficial to someone. But my thing is, I'm at a place now, like, real simple. You got people that will keep constantly holding on to the same stuff over and over and over and over again. And I am guilty of these things. I have done these things before. But now it's a place in me where it's though something just popped in my head, like, you can't make it you can't get to tomorrow if you're still holding on to yesterday. That's it. Those were the very words that popped up in my head. And at that time, I wasn't having a moment. It was someone else having a moment. But I was like, you can't get to tomorrow if you're holding on to yesterday. And I was like, wow. And that just, hit me straight in the core, because whatever I speak out of my mouth, I am not ministering just to you. I am ministering to myself. Okay. So if I'm helping you in any way, trust and believe me, it's a boomerang effect, because I'm also ministering to me at all times. I have to be responsible for me. You have to be responsible for you. Guess what? Whatever the hell happened yesterday or last year, last week, 10 years ago, it's nothing we can do about it. We cannot go back and make it right. You can't go back and change it. The only thing you can do from it is look back at it and see how far you've made it out of it, what it has gained you from being able to survive it. And if you're still standing and you're still breathing, then guess what? It made you stronger. It made you better. You're healed from it if you can stand here today and even look back from where you came from and where you are today. And guess what? The biggest part of everything is someone can apologize for it. Take that and let it be done. But you surely cannot get to tomorrow if you keep holding on to yesterday. Yeah, it hurt. What they did hurt. What they said hurt. I get it. But what don't kill you only makes you what? Stronger. And when you are stronger, you are what? Better. And if you are better, then you are magnificent. You are soaring. You are moving forward in time. And that's all we can do, folks. But guess what? I don't want to carry everything from yesterday into my tomorrow. The day is already gone. And there's nothing I can do in it but reflect on it, see what it was that I missed, what I didn't do. If I could have done it differently, then hopefully I will wake up the next day and get it right or do better. That's it. Whatever someone done to me in my past or yesterday, the other day, I'm not holding no grudges with you. To hold a grudge with anybody for anything weighs on you. It will weigh me down. And when I say that, it's not in a way to make a person feel like you're defeating someone in any situation. The thing of it is, I weigh myself down mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, because I'm still holding on to yesterday. No, I won't forget what you done. Guess what? Isn't that how it go? I can forgive, but I don't have to forget. No, I won't forget. But in the midst of me not forgetting, it doesn't mean I'm sitting back waiting for your demise because of something you done. No, I'm sitting back waiting for your growth. I'm sitting back waiting for you to get to that level in life where you have grown. I want to see you prosper. Because when that time comes, then whatever you've done to me, we'll sit down and that thing will become something wonderful. You understand? So I'm not waiting for you to fall. I'm waiting for you to stand. No matter what you've done, no matter what. Come on now. Come on now. We can't keep holding on to yesterday and expecting to make it into tomorrow. It's not going to work. Too much. It's too much to carry. It's too much weight to bear. You know? And guess what? If someone did it to you, a lot of folks out here, growth is stunning, sweetheart. If you're sitting back waiting on an apology from some folks, baby, you're going to stay stuck in yesterday. That's exactly where you'll be. You're going to be right there in yesterday trying to figure it out. That's all I can say to that, you know? Because you're not going to get what you're looking for. Everybody's not on the level or in the habit of growing because they're too afraid to admit they're wrong. You know, because admitting that you're wrong in most cases is a sign of weakness for people. That's how I see it. Because that's most of the people I've seen that act that way. That's what it's about. Pride too big. Pride too big, so therefore you can't grow. And guess what? You won't make it into tomorrow either with that big old pride. Holding on to what happened back then. Blaming and pointing at everybody. But guess what, people? Know this. Whatever the hell took place back then, or whatever the hell took place on yesterday, because that's what I'm calling it. Whatever took place, you played a part in it too. So while you sitting back pointing and blaming everybody, you better be standing in the mirror while you pointing too. Because you played a major part in anything that affects you in your life, you played a part in it also. Either you allowed it to happen, you didn't stop it when you should have, you agreed to it, or whatever the case may be. So deal with it. Man up, own your stuff, so that you could get past that and make it into tomorrow. Okay? Because I want to see you. I want to be able to see you tomorrow. I don't want to be looking back at yesterday trying to figure out what happened to you. Damn. Did they ever make it out? Are they still trapped in yesterday? Or are they, will I see them in the morning? You know, and then we also know that time is so precious and people are going each and every day. Like, how much time do you think you have to go make something right that you caused? Because that's usually the case. Most people, we sit around, we cause a bunch of mayhem and disruption and know that you sat right there in your own miserable self and started a whole bunch of mess with some people and then they go back and clean the slate and say, hey, I apologize. I was in a funk. I just felt the need to, you was there and I just let you have it all because you were there. Like, say something, or you going to stay stuck in yesterday. But I just wanted to come and just talk to you guys for the simple fact, like, real talk. We hold on and hold grudges and walk around angry and mad with everybody in the world and this and that. Let it go. Let it go. Somebody tell you how they feel about what you done to them and you flipping all out on them and everything because your guilt won't allow you to be big enough to say, wow, I truly apologize if I did that to you. If I hurt you, if I mistreated you, I apologize. I didn't know any better at that time, but I do know better today. And guess what? You don't ever have to worry about me doing that to you again. That's what you do. We got some really old folks out here that you can't even tell them they wrong without them getting some attitudes. And you think you going into tomorrow with that mess? Get it together. Because guess what? I'm not the one. I'm not having it. If it's your stuff, you going to own it. Don't even bring that mess to me. Don't. And if I did something, trust me, I'm going to apologize to you. If I did it and you say I hurt your feelings or I mistreat you, I done something wrong to you, I truly apologize. I would definitely do. I have probably done that. 1,000 times if that's what it took. But one thing I'm not going to do is break my neck. I'm not going to kill myself behind it, because guess what? Guess what? We all have to first forgive ourselves in every situation, and then we can also ask someone forgiveness. And even if a person don't want to forgive you, the hell with it then. You did your part. You owned it. You try to make it right. If they want to hold on to that mess, then they'll sit there and hold on and be stuck in tomorrow. Be stuck in yesterday. Because I'm moving on to tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I would hope you are feeling the same way. Y'all see me? That's why this is the prime reason why you don't see me when I'm doing this type of stuff, because it's like I have a one-track mind or something sometimes, and I be trying to hold a conversation, and I'll pause and be like, look at me. See what I'm saying? I can't even talk to you guys without being so far into what I'm doing that I can not focus on what I'm saying to you. Ain't that something? But guess what? That's a beautiful thing right there, that you love doing something so much that you can block the entire world out, because that's how far you're into what you're doing. And then to sit back and watch what happens when you're doing it, oh my goodness, it's a wonderful feeling. But my whole thing is, folks, I just wanted to come in and talk to you and tell you that, it's time to let go of the mess. And then don't be one of them ones that's so quick to make everybody else wrong and guilty and whatever. Then you're not even big enough to hear what a person has to say to you. That's the problem. That's why half of people stuck in yesterday, because they so close-minded. You could quickly tell someone about themselves, but then you're the same person that can't take anything a person may have fought with you about. And that's sad, because that's me. Don't be quick to pick up a phone and call me and tell me something about me. Now, when I want to speak to you about you, you're running off, hiding, shying away, pointing, kicking, screaming, whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter. You know exactly where I'm going, and you know exactly what I'm going to say to you. And at the end of the day, if it happened yesterday, now the only way, there's a trick to this, right? Because you could call someone and say all the hurtful things, say all these little things you want to say, right, to them. Now, when that person decide, okay, they calling you back now. Okay, I heard everything you had to say. Now it's my turn to speak. Then guess what you just did? What you just did was cause yourself to be stuck in yesterday. And you're bringing your yesterday into someone else's tomorrow, because you're not big enough to hear what they have to say. That's the trick and twist of this yesterday and making it into tomorrow. You forget, but the biggest part of all that is you did not hear what I said. I said when you calling people and you doing things like that and you don't give a person the opportunity to speak and say what's on their mind, you are bringing your yesterday into their tomorrow. Still won't fit though, because it's their tomorrow and you're behind still stuck halfway in yesterday. So I suggest you free yourself by simply allowing a person to also get off their chest what they have to say. And if a person wronged you, 9 times out of 10, if they're making it into tomorrow, they're more than willing to apologize for what they done to you on yesterday. But you got to be big enough and open enough to find out if that's even a fact for you. Right? Hey, I'm just saying, guys, time is precious. Nobody has it to waste with nonsense. And don't be that little ticket, that little one. Because see, when people behave like that right there, that behavior right there, it's like that little kid when you were growing up. They be in the window and in the door talking this, talking that. They run outside, act like they playing with you, hit you and run in the house. And as soon as you running after they behind, they screaming bloody murder, or they ready to go get their big brother or sister You know, that's what I call grasping for straws. But they're ready to go run and get someone now because you're coming after them. But they're not mentioning how they just came outside, hit you, pushed you, did whatever they done, and ran in the house. Same behavior. Same behavior when you holding on to yesterday. Guess what, folks? We've all faced some hard times, I'm quite sure, in our lifetime. I don't care if it's as a child, as an adult, in between. I don't know. But I'm quite sure each and every one of us has had a moment in time where something traumatic has happened to us, or something hurtful has been done to us, or spoken to us. You may have a family member that spoke so harshly to you growing up that, it still affects you today. But I promise you, if you find just one, if you have allowed yourself at this point in time in life to just even get a whiff of peace, and you enjoy that little moment of peace, then you'll be willing to put down anything that you've been carrying from yesterday, no matter how far your yesterday stretches back, reach back, right? You're more than willing to put all that down. Guess what? You push me on the ground, I scrape my knee. Sure, it hurts. I have a scar. I have a cut, a bruise, a scrape, or something. And it may bother me for a period of time, but at some point the scar heals up. And that wounded spot is now functioning back at its normal capacity. Then that's, you're letting go. As long as that scar was there and it was hurting you, and that you got to look at the scab and watch the healing process and all that, you were reminded. You felt a certain type of way because this person inflicted this on you, or, you failed and hurt yourself, or however the case may go. Same with people. Whatever happened, they did it. If you still standing and breathing, guess what? It made you better than you know. But you got to clear all of that mess out of your view. If you don't get it out of your view, then you won't ever know what tomorrow look like. And I guarantee you say, you know what? I'm so tired of walking around being angry for whatever that person said to me back when I was a child, or whatever that man did to me when he left me with these kids, or walked out the door on me, or I wish I would have never left this one. Whatever your regrets are, whatever they are. That woman treated me like dirt, so I'm going to make all these bees pay for it out here. No. Whatever it is, if you just look back at it and be like, wow, guess what? I don't have to go through that anymore. I'm a full-fledged adult now. I got my own stuff. I got my own peace. I'm living in my own space. I come and go as I please. Then guess what? I don't have to be angry about that anymore. I don't even have to allow that person into my space to the point that I don't even have to discuss or think about you and what you've done. 9 times out of 10, when people hurt you and do mean, spiteful things to you, if you just take a look back or take a cruise in that area, you'll probably find them standing in the same damn spot they was when they was trying to inflict that same hurt and pain on you. Because guess what? You can't get to tomorrow if you're still holding on to yesterday. And people like that that's stuck in yesterday, who are the inflictors and the bitter, hateful little spirits that they possess, they not going anywhere. And they can put on any label they want to put on, baby. Because you got those two, the little label whores out here that make it look like they live in life. No, they not. They messed up all up on the inside. Trust me. They a mess on the inside. But, baby, I just want you to free yourself. I really do. I want you to let go of it. It's not doing that. You just walking around carrying extra weight for nothing. It's nothing you could do with it. And most doers, 9 times out of 10 don't even apologize for what they've done. But guarantee, I'm promising you, they don't have any peace. They may walk around looking as unbothered, but they don't have any peace. They don't. But I just want you to know, we got to let go of yesterday. It's almost done. Look, we're sitting in a day right, and we're in tomorrow right now. This is our tomorrow from yesterday. And guess what? In a couple of more minutes, tomorrow is no more. This day will be gone. And guess what? Anything that I did not do in it, anything that I didn't get done in it, what can I do? I can't wake up tomorrow and be saying, man, I ain't do this and I ain't do that and I should have did that. Oh, well, guess what? I didn't do it. And if I'm able to wake up tomorrow morning and see a new day in my today, in my tomorrow, yeah, then I'll get it done. So I'm saying that because I just don't want to be that person constantly holding on to yesterday. Whatever they done, whatever they said. They talk about Jesus, Allah, the great I am, Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever you want to call him. He has many names, but they talked about him. And if they talked about him, who am I ever to, or you? Who are you to be exempt? I guess that's how I deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, bye. One thing for certain, two things for a fact. I'd rather have these people over here, two-faced ass, backstabbing ass people who talk about you, like you today, can't stand you tomorrow, people. I'd rather have them pissed off with me. Okay? Holding on to yesterday about whatever, than for me to have to be pissed off with myself for customizing myself or downplaying myself or adjusting myself just to be in the company of that. Hell no. So guess what? Yeah, I'll let you sit in your damn yesterday while I move on to my tomorrow. Okay? Because if it went like that for my king, I choose to call Jesus. If he went through all of that, died for my sins and all these great things, and all that he went through, and you still treated him like dirt, who am I to be exempt if I'm be a child of his? So I'm okay with it. You understand? Do whatever you want to do. I had something I had posted a while back. Keep talking about me behind my back and watch what God do with me in your face. That's how I make it to my tomorrow. That is exactly how I make it to my tomorrow. I'm not going to sit back and go digging in no daggone bag from the past trying to find things to throw back at you. Too much conflict. Don't need it. Don't have time for it. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on and talk about this with you because this is something I've just been looking at and I'm saying, wow. And I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much when I sit in the company of people that, display a lot of things. And one thing I've said too, I've spoken a lot on was, people come into our lives for seasons, reasons, and lifetimes, right? And every person you encounter, I don't care if it's for a brief second, in passing, just a few words, and boom, believe me, it's the reflections of ourselves in each and every person we encounter in life. Whether it's long relationships, short relationships, whatever. I guarantee you, if you look a little close and just sit back a few more minutes with a person, I guarantee you'll find a similarity, something about yourself and that person you'll see. We're all reflections of one another to some degree. And that's what I sit and do. I sit back and I listen and I pay attention and I start laughing to myself because I'll be like, oh, Lord, look, I got one girlfriend. I told her, I said, girl, you was talking so much. I was like, I wish she just shut the hell up. And then I quickly bust out laughing and said, oh my God. I said, Daddy, if this is what I be doing, fix me now. And I bust out laughing, but I had to share it with her. You understand? Because I quickly identified. And I said, and the whole thing is, you have a lot of thoughts going on in your head. And a lot of times you don't have an ear to hear you. And I get it. Because everything she was saying was on point, And it just reminded me of me because I said, I know I go at times. I know I do. And I said, oh my goodness. But hey, when you got when you got a brain that works, when your brain is functioning, it's moving 1,000 miles a minute, then yeah, you're going to sometimes go, And as you can see, I go too. That's why I do it right here, me and you. I'm not trying to burn people's ears up anymore. I sit right here and do it with you, okay? But I want you guys to really think about it, though. Kind of close your eyes to it and just take a deep breath and exhale a little bit and just reflect back on all the things that you still hold on to and fuss about and complain about it. Get all worked up because you know how you can go back in time and think about certain situations, and when you look up, you like, wow, my whole everything just shift into a negative standpoint. It doesn't take much. Sometimes you got to just keep yourself balanced by saying, okay, I'll indulge here in this conversation and make an example, but then I'm going to come on up out of it. Because, you get in that mode and you go back, and then before you know it, you started out in a beautiful place and now you're angry as hell. Like, you don't want that either. But if it has that effect, if it has that effect on you, then yeah, it's definitely time to let go of yesterday. Yesterday is dead. It's gone. You can't get it back. It doesn't matter what it is. You can't get it back. So why keep trying to pull it into your tomorrow? It's not worth it. And guess what? Depending how far back it is, just look at how long you've been trying to pull all that wagon or that train a mess into tomorrow. It ain't no room over there for it. So I don't know how far it stretches back for you. I don't care if it was 10 minutes ago. It's done. Especially if it's a person that you can't get no breakthrough with to speak about, to tell how you feel. You may have to do things like send them a text, because that's me. I used to get really offended when people hung a phone up on me, right? Like, what? Oh, that is so disrespectful. It's okay. You just running from self. That's all. Because I'm coming with a straight mirror for your behind, and you're going to be forced to look at yourself. So, I don't mind you hanging up on me. In fact, I really wait for it. Go ahead. I had people threaten me. Oh, I'm about to hang up. I'm like, hang up. 5, 4, 3. I'm ready for you to hang up. Know why? Because I got free range to a text for your behind or a straight voicemail. Either way, you're going to hear what I got to say. Because you're going to be forced to look at you. Period. So, cut off that. Get it off you. Yesterday. Okay. If they talking about you, oh well, they talked about Jesus too. So be it. And 9 times out of 10, the same ones talking about you be the same ones in your face 5 minutes later. Hey, how you? The hell out of here. And especially if you can just see straight through them anyway. Baby, bye. Just tell them. Go ahead on. Go on about your business. Because I already know what you're saying. Huh? Yeah, you heard me. Some people can see it in their sleep. Some people already just know. Okay? You know what it is. Either way, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. It's gone. Cut it off. Flip on over to a new page. Walk into your tomorrow. Baggage free. You don't have to carry a lot of weight when you know where you stand. That's all. And I just wanted to come and share that with you guys because that's something that's been ringing in my head. You can't get to tomorrow by holding on to yesterday. I'm like, that is so freaking true. You can't, you know. So I thought I would share that with you guys. And I thought I would share some of my creativity with you. I don't know yet. I think I'm going to put some little beads or something coming out of her mouth on this here. I want to see if I have one. Okay, I got one. Okay, so this is one of my girlfriends. So you see how she's oozing out the stones? Yeah, that's what I want to do too. And these little lips are a little shot. Like that, right? So yeah, but she's oozing. You know, one of them, I call them dripping diamonds, okay? But as you can see, she has her little spew of her stones. These are her little stones. And then inside of her heart, she has the same stones. And then you see the sparkle, right? So that's Brina. This is her cup. And if you're watching there, you can come and get your glass. I love you. Thank you. Smooches. But yeah, so that's some of the stuff I'll be doing, guys. And I'll be sitting in here. And I got my sister Tracy right here. This is hers as well. And she got this sparkle on hers. And actually, this right here is crushed glass on hers. So you have to totally practice etiquette while using this particular glass, or you may be a cut up son of a gun by the time you wake up off your whatever in the morning. So yeah, this is crushed glass, and we put the Chanel, and as you can see, the Chanel is dripping also. So yeah, I think so. That's what we got going on for Tracy, and it's just a little price tag on the back of it. And sis, if you're watching, your glass is ready. Okay? And I love you, and I thank you so much. I'm gonna put this right here. But hold on. Little design back here. I said, I don't think I have a bald spot in the back of my head. But yeah, guys, and I was just sitting back thinking, I'm like, really, 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 like, we got to let go of some of this stuff. We have so many people running around with the mental health rate escalating in our day and time, holding on to things from yesterday can sometimes put you right over there in that bracket, and it doesn't really have to be that way. You understand? It's just simply just letting it go. Just face it. Look, okay, these things happen, but I don't have to live in that anymore. I'm not that little kid anymore. I'm an adult right now. And if it bothers you to that degree, go ahead and say a prayer on it and send that person a nice text or a letter on the mail. You can send them a letter in the mail. You can send them a voicemail. You can text it out and say, hey, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that I've been praying about some things. And, you've been one of the people that I've been praying for heavily these last few days because, I don't know if you know, but I remember this from back then. I remember when, me and my siblings, whatever it is. And you supposed to look out for us, but you treated us this way, or you treated that child that way. Whatever it may be, write the letter. Write the letter, send the text, send the voicemail, or make the direct personal call, and just go ahead and share with that person how you felt and that you just wanted to let them know. And I feel like the only way for me to move past is to physically say it to you. And once again, no hate, because we don't want to hold on to hate, because hate keeps us stuck in yesterday, right? And we definitely don't want to stay stuck in yesterday, because yesterday soon dies, correct? Because this day will soon die and it becomes yesterday. So we don't want to hold grudges because they keep us stagnated, right? I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Do me a favor. If you get anything from any of these videos, please hit the thumbs up for me. Hit the word subscribe, the bell, and all. All will definitely let you know whenever I post any other videos. And I just want to say, real talk, guys, I want to see you all tomorrow. So let go of yesterday. It's not worth it. It's like walking around with an oversized backpack on. You know what I mean? Just imagine the regular backpack and your backpack being a big old duffel bag because you keep holding on. Let it go. I want to see you tomorrow. Smooches.